9 months ago, I decided I needed a change. I needed a place I could escape to. Somewhere to get away from politics, drama, and the day-to-day grind that life can be. So, I created a porch garden. I didn't have much of a budget. You might even say I didn't have a budget. But I decided to take $5 to $10 from each paycheck, and on my lunch break, I'd go to the dollar store and get whatever I could creatively to use to start that garden. As you might expect, it didn't go well at first. I'd never started a garden. Not really. I may have grown a plant in science class or watched a family member try to grow something, but I, Jared, had never thought out a plan or a space like this before. But like they say, you have to be a beginner before you can be anything else. So I did it. I bought some containers, some good, some not so much, and a few seed packets. The containers were about $1 each and the seed packets were 4 for $1. Nothing was high quality, but it was all mine. I had the power to start my garden as small as it may be. My hope being that I would have a place of peace that I could control and nurture. A place where I didn't have to hear the problems of the world or deal with whatever was bugging me at that exact moment. I quickly realized that there were issues I'd have to deal with. My garden was going to have to fit into my balcony area, which in our apartment is pretty small. Our patio measures out to be roughly 50 feet, and we have another problem. Because of how our apartment is positioned, we face north. Also, we are on the bottom floor, so we have no overhead direct sunlight, and the sun never really faces into our balcony. We have an hour or maybe 2 in the morning and another hour or 2 in the evening, where some of the garden gets direct sunlight, but most of it stays in the shade all day. With my beginner level experience, I bought the cheapest bag of dirt I could find to start growing my seeds. Unfortunately, I bought a bag of mulch type soil that was mostly tree bark and rough dirt. It did not do my little baby seeds any favors. I watched as my seeds slowly sprouted and then died off one by one. But the next time around, I bought some better potting soil and replanted new seeds in hopes of something better. This time, things started to work. The plants were finally growing, and my sense of accomplishment got a bit of a push in the right direction. I finally had something to show to say, look, I'm a gardener. More importantly, my place of peace had sprouted and began to take root. Over the next few months, I watched in awe as things started to grow. It really is pretty amazing to see how plants grow. To watch them as they go from infant to juvenile to adult, just like people. Despite all of the nature shows that I have seen in my 45 plus years on Earth, I really didn't comprehend the stages of life and growth that plants go through. This has been my journey so far, watching things unfold for the first time with all of my new plant friends. It feels a little bit like being a new dad, actually. You think you know what's going to happen, but you're always shocked at the changes you see with each day and each different child and plant. This was the first of many realizations I've had since starting my Place of Peace garden. So I had done it. For a few dollars a week, I had started my Place of Peace on the porch. Fast forward several months, and that leads us to right now. Over the past few months, I've watched countless gardening videos and seen and heard countless tips and tricks on what you should and shouldn't do. Needless to say, it really is like raising kids. What works for some may not work for others or may not work for you. What's important, at least in my case, is that you put in the time and enjoy the process. I have 5 kids, and I can assure you that each one is totally different, so enjoy the process. Today, I have a new bag of soil that I think is correct. We'll see. I'm sure I'll get comments about it, but we're going to start off by taking that bag, filling some new pots, and seeing what we can get going. Fall is quickly approaching, so I really want to get this place cleaned up and ensure that my place of peace lasts into the fall and beyond. I already started to have kind of a composting bin. It used to be our potato container. It's huge. Get that full of something probably, or just keep it handy to grab dirt, refill pots. But yeah, we're gonna do that and show you kind of the process and go through some of the plants. Alright, hopefully you can see we got this all set up. Set that aside and get started on some of these other ones. We got a nice makeshift dollar store grow bag here. Seems to work on some of these other ones, so we'll see what happens. As you can see, we got these filled. Very nice, very nice. Woohoo! Next, we're gonna work on these. Picked up probably 4 of these when I started from the dollar store. They're literally $1.25, and I'll show you what they do. Nice little handle on the side. Voila. Cover to put at the bottom. And you have a still breathable, awesome little grow box bag thing. Let's go fill it with dirt. Et voila! Now you have something you can fill with dirt for $1.25. They work rather well. Got a nice healthy huge tomato plant growing out of this one. So yeah, we'll go from there. Also, by the way, got a nice big grow bag over here, same kind. That is, I think U.S. wildflowers. They go way out there. You can't hardly see them. They just kind of snake and trail their way where they want. One thing I forgot to mention is that I'll go around now and put some of this in there. It's just some basic fertilizer. I don't know that it is the exact right one. This is still my first year gardening, and it's just kind of trial and erroring it like everybody else, but I know I've seen people do this. I'm sure I'll get comments saying this one is wrong. That's okay. I'm just learning. It was pretty cheap, so we'll go from there. Same thing, I'll go through and mix each one up. As you can see, it's pretty messy. I'm gonna give the old fingers a snap and try to get it cleaned up. There it is. That's how you do it. Got one other little bit I love to do here. These guys watch over my soil. They're the key. They're what makes all this good soil. Okay, we're not quite done. We're gonna go through and look at some of these, show you what the game plan is, get some more of this going. So over here we have various pepper plants. When I can keep caterpillars off. This was a big bushy plant. Caterpillars ate it down. I found them. We got more peppers over here. Got a pepper over there. Several peppers in here. Big nice pepper plant here. I particularly love these because they're all grown from seeds. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is go around and add some of this fresh topsoil over here, or whatever we call it, potting soil slash, I don't know, whatever, compost, into these. And I'm just going to go plant by plant and top off different ones, get it nice up to the edge. Also got to fold this edge in, kind of give it a wrap. But yeah, we'll go from there. Here in a minute, these will have nice fresh soil, be good and topped off, and we'll talk about what's what. I'm going to pot in some soil around the bottoms of these, just to give them a little fresh nutrients. And what I'll do is go around the whole garden here, just do the same, adding in wherever I can. Putting in everywhere. When I give these a good water later, it'll all kind of sink in and give them a little more stability. We get a lot of wind out here in the fall, so the more stable they are, the better. You see here also I put clamps so they don't go anywhere if the wind does start going. Like with this morning glory, it's already started going up through. Like, that was fast, but we'll give it a little something to hold on to at least. So I had to take out my tomato plant. If it manages to grow again, great, but I'm going to plant some morning glories in here, try to get them to go up. Got this trellis here, see if I can get them to go up top. Also, I didn't say it earlier, but we have another pepper plant over here mixed in with Texas wildflowers. I'm going to take a little bit of dirt out of here, fill in. In here we have a few different plants. We've got tomato growing big here in the middle. Got some flowers going. And then we have some beans. I'm not sure which kind. Planted 3 different ones. They failed the first time, so I did it again, and now I don't know what's what. Nice rookie mistake. We'll just go from there. One thing I noticed with these bags, after they set and dry for a little while, start to kind of form and get compacted. You get big gaps around the edges. So I like to put this and get it to fill in some of those gaps around the edges, just to make sure it stays complete whole. This one looks pretty good. It does need more. Rather it have too much than not enough. Oh, these you can see up here. They're a little trickier. Give it something around the roots. Eventually I'll have to pot these into something else, but here we go. And once we give everything good water, it ought to be fine. And yeah, that's it for now.